First, a Danish minister walked through his own country and decided it no longer felt like Denmark. He said it resembled a suburb of Islamabad. Well, that's how he described parts of his nation. Now he wants to ban the sound he blames for it: Islamic call to prayer. Denmark's Immigration Minister Morten Bødskov has announced plans to examine a nationwide ban on the public broadcast of the Azan, the Muslim call to prayer, traditionally recited 5 times a day. He told Danish news agency Resemble exactly how he sees it.
The call to prayer should not be heard over Danish rooftops. It has no place in Denmark, and you shouldn't be in any doubt whether you've ended up in a suburb of Islamabad when you walk around Denmark.
He's now asked officials to investigate whether such a ban is legally possible. No bill has been introduced yet, and no ban is currently in effect. But the review itself signals serious intent. Denmark has a population of roughly 6 million people, and around 270,000 of them are Muslim. Now, the country has approximately 100 mosques. Copenhagen's Grand Mosque already has an arrangement with local authorities under which it does not broadcast an outdoor call to prayer at all. In fact, in several Danish cities, including Copenhagen, local noise regulations already limit or prevent the Azan from being amplified. So any ban would not be the first restriction. It would be the first nationwide ban. This is actually the 3rd time, though, a Danish immigration minister has tried this. Previous attempts were made in 2020 and in 2025. Neither produced actual legislation. The most recent push before this one came from former Immigration Minister Rasmus Stoklund. In October last year, he ordered officials to restart a legal review into restricting calls to prayer in public spaces. He argued that calls from mosque minarets simply did not belong in Denmark, calling them intrusive and disruptive. Bødskov's announcement this week picks up that same thread. Denmark's constitution protects the right to practice religion, provided that practice does not conflict with public order or morality. So, can they restrict the Azan without unfairly singling out Islam or treating mosques differently from churches and other religious institutions? For comparison, Germany and Britain both place restrictions on the timing and volume of calls to prayer, but neither has pursued an outright nationwide ban. So this proposal does not exist in isolation. It comes under Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen, whose government has pursued some of the toughest immigration policies in Europe. Last year, during her official opening ceremony speech for Denmark's presidency of the Council of the European Union, she outlined it clearly.
Many come here to work and to contribute, but some do not. And around Europe, we see the consequences: crime, radicalization, and terror. We have built some of the best societies ever, but we cannot accept anyone who wants to come here.
Denmark has previously passed laws allowing authorities to relocate migrants away from areas with high concentrations of foreign-born residents. This required some asylum seekers to surrender valuables to help cover the cost of their own accommodation. It's also revoked residence permits for some Syrian immigrants. So Bødskov's comments about Islamization taking up too much of the public space fit a consistent pattern in Danish policy, and it has triggered immediate and polarized reaction online. Supporters argue that amplified calls to prayer simply do not belong in Denmark's public soundscape. Some pointed out that smartphones and alarms have made loudspeaker calls largely unnecessary. Others describe the proposal as discriminatory, arguing it singles out one religion specifically. So should the call to prayer be heard over Danish rooftops? One minister has already answered that question for himself. Whether Denmark's constitution agrees with him is what will be decided next.
The world moves fast. Power shifts, unexpected developments, changing alliances. Every day brings a new headline. But headlines are only the beginning. Because behind every story, there is context. There are consequences and there are questions worth asking. Find the answers, understand the story, take on the world. This is Himkor Saroya for First Post Vantage.